Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sparkle the Simmer, and I am bringing a cool new ongoing series for you guys today. I noticed that a lot of people do Monster High, Bratz dolls, cartoon characters, things like that, and I was like, how come no one does Rainbow High? So today you're going to be noticing that I'm going to be doing some of the Rainbow High characters. I'm really excited about this one. The show is so great. It's so fun. We're actually going to start off with the main character, Skylar. As you can see already, their names kind of represent the colors that they are. Um, Skylar clearly is blue. And a funny fact, my older son is actually named Skylar, so I thought that that was pretty cute, and I'm a little biased. She's one of my faves. So a little bit about Skylar. She actually is a shy character. Go figure. With her outfits, I mean, you would think that she's a little bit more out there. She's described to be shy, have a kind personality, and she actually prefers not to talk that much. And she easily gets scared by almost anything that happens. It also says that she's super imaginative and can use classic designs to make something a big hit. So she's somewhat of an introvert and uses her fashion to go ahead and express how she feels. I think that happens a lot with creatives, that they use their art to go ahead and speak for themselves. And when it comes to The Sims, I guess that's kind of what I'm doing here, is expressing myself through cast, which is one of my favorite things to do. I know many of us will go on a cast binge. We will, for hours and hours and hours, go down a rabbit hole of finding amazing CC content to put into our game. Shout out to CC creators, actually. You guys have an amazing gift. You create all these things, so our game is just a little less boring, a little less bland. It is a lot of fun to be able to create Sims with a bit more realism, or just be able to make a character that we like, which is what I'm doing here. So, shout out to you guys, and also shout out to one of my favorite skin creators, Northern Siberia Winds. That is what this skin overlay is from. Um, I did do the skin and some of the facial details off camera, just because, didn't want the video to be super, super long. So I did a lot of it off camera. But I'll probably go ahead and show you guys my process from the beginning when I go ahead and continue the series. I'm going to be making all of the characters from the show. So I'm really excited about that. But today we're just going to focus on three of them because it is Rainbow High, so the rainbow is full of colors, so we're going to focus on colors blue, green, and purple. So we're going to get into it and just take a look at my interpretation of Skylar Bradshaw from Rainbow High. All right, guys, and that was my interpretation of Skylar. Moving right along, our next character from Rainbow High is going to be Jade Hunter. If you haven't put two and two together, like I said, their names are loosely based off of a particular color in the rainbow. So Jade clearly is green, but just to let you know a little bit more about her, she is categorized as a tomboy, which I resonate with very, very well. I grew up a bit of a tomboy, just because I was in a little bit of a strict household, and showing off your body wasn't really something that, my parents approved of, which was fine, didn't really bother me. And so when I went to college, I kind of explored my feminine side a little bit and wore high heels and dresses and skirts. But now that I'm a full-fledged adult, I kind of find a happy medium balancing both my feminine side and my tomboy side, and it's just such a comfortable feeling. But back to Jade, like I said, she is a tomboy who isn't at all concerned with following trends or fitting in. She always speaks her mind, even if it means she occasionally comes off as abrasive or impatient. More than anything, though, Jade loves to defy expectations. So her focus in Rainbow High is actually the makeup career. So she wants to be a successful MUA. She doesn't like to limit herself to beauty or glamour. She does a lot of like graphic eyeliner looks in the show, really cool, funky, edgy looks when it comes to the makeup, which I absolutely love. Like I said, touching back on creatives, everybody loves to kind of just explore something different and create something new. It's just a really, really great way to go ahead and express ourselves. And like I said, I think that's what The Sims is for a lot of us in this community. We kind of retreat here just to showcase certain skills, things that we can't really do in, I guess you would call it, the real world. Because I'm very sure if we all had an ability to go ahead and type in motherlode, we would. But but for the most part, this is just a great escape for us to kind of just showcase our creativity. And that's why a lot of us, kind of gravitate towards cast and using CC and downloading mods and just kind of making the world that we would really like to live in, even if it's an imaginary one, right? So just a little bit about what I'm doing here with Jade. If you haven't noticed, a lot of the filters I had to switch to masculine for a second and then switch him back to feminine just because she is a tomboy. So it's a little easier for me to kind of toggle back and forth between both. I'm trying to find the perfect pair of gym shorts. That was pretty difficult, but I kind of feel like this little tie-dye version here, which is actually CC content for men, not women, was perfect. It was as close as I could possibly get as far as with the color variations. I did go ahead and use like t-shirts as an accessory just to kind of like help cover it up because these are still teenage students. These are still teenagers, and I wasn't trying to have someone be overly sexy with bikini tops and things like that. No, these are still teenagers, and I am a mom, so I try to keep things very PC as far as my interpretation with the Rainbow High characters. But yeah, also, guys, if you haven't watched the show, check it out. It's on Netflix. It's really, really cool. Drop in the comments below, like, who your favorite character is, who you'd like for me to go ahead and create next. I definitely am going to make this an ongoing series, and for sure, go ahead and try to do all the characters. There are a lot. There are a lot of characters in this show, whether it's main characters, second string characters from Shadow High. Either way, there are a lot of characters in this show, and I do want to tackle all of them. If you guys didn't notice, I was going back and forth with the jacket for a little bit just because, like, I was trying to get it right, as close as possible. Trying to get it right, but even with the shoes, I was going back and forth for a little bit. Your girl got to have the right kicks on. But yeah, that is Jade Hunter. Moving right along to the lovely Violet Willow. Her name signifies the color purple in the rainbow, so super excited to go ahead and recreate her here. She actually is a social media influencer in the show, which is really funny. She thrives around her fan base. Her whole entire personality is based off of her social media. She always has release forms on hand to pass out to people that are in her camera at the time that she's recording. Um, Even in high stress situations, she can usually be seen recording or pondering how she can spin the moment for an episode of her show, The Vi Life, which the entire show is super cute. Really, really, guys, check it out. It is an adorable series on Netflix. Violet is hilarious. I actually really resonate with her as far as personality wise. She is just so outspoken. She has big future plans and she doesn't back down from a challenge, which I really, really love about her. She's friendly, she's charismatic. Um, she actually gives people a chance to share that spotlight with her. So, not like the typical generational influencers nowadays. Um, she's a girl's girl, and I love that about her. So when it came to recreating her, like I really wanted to focus on the key aspects of that look, just because I thought it was one of the cutest looks out of the bunch. Very simple, but it's chic, it's fashion forward. Um, really, really love that for her. Just overall, like I love this outfit. So I had to go down the never ending CC rabbit hole and try to find something, anything that was reminiscent of the look. I did have a lot of back and forth when it came to the hair, trying to figure out what hairstyle I was going to do because it is an updo. It does have some, colored highlights in there, but I just kind of stuck to the one note with the lavender-ish purple color for hair. Um, but I wasn't sure which one I wanted to go with just because she does have a bang in the picture and everything else didn't really give bang vibes. This was kind of cute for the bang, but I don't know. I didn't like it as much as the other updo that had the swoop bang. I thought it was a little bit more classic, a little bit more violet. So I stuck with that. But yeah, you guys, I really had a great time doing these three characters. It's my first time going ahead and recreating characters from series. Normally, I just go ahead and just make realistic Sims. So I am trying to step outside of my comfort zone when it comes to trying to create characters from shows. Obviously a lot of people do Monster High on here, which I probably will try to tackle that too. It's extremely difficult to do that. Oh, side note, I did give her a cute little barrette set. So, oh, sorry, can't talk. Um, I couldn't find a gorgeous fur coat, so we do have this long cardigan for her. But yeah, I think it came out really, really great. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please leave comments down below. I'm open to critiques, advice. But if you guys like this sort of content, I'll be doing more of it. So please hit the notification bell, like, subscribe, tell your friends about me. I'm Sparkle the Simmer, and yeah, I can't wait to see you in the next one.